Jan's idol journey may seem to be a fairy tale story of a fangirl that made her dreams happen and became an idol, starting as an underrated member that eventually emerges as one of MNL48's promising members, from being someone who barely gets the attention that eventually leads MNL48's first subunit, Baby Blue, and that is what we are going to discuss in this video today. If we are going to describe MNL48 Jan's idol journey in one phrase, it's going to be fangirl turned idol. Before Jan auditioned for MNL48, Jan has been a longtime fan of J-pop and AKB48. Jan was already immersed in the J-pop idol culture and AKB48 system, and it's safe to say that she understands how the system works just like other Wota. Jan is known by the fans for making song and dance covers of J-pop and AKB48 songs, and therefore, it's always been Jan's dream of becoming an idol, and when the search for MNL48's first generation began, she didn't allow the opportunity to pass. More than being an idol, one of Jan's talents is in the arts. Jan started to draw in 7th grade drawing anime characters, and her art skills build from there. From anime characters, she explored drawing on realistic portraits of celebrities she fangirls about or sometimes requests from friends. One of Jan's masterpieces that became trending to fans on social media was her watercolor painting of the set from Ikaw Ang Melody music video. On August 31st of 2020, Jan's family held an online auction showcasing Jan's paintings. During the audition days of MNL48 on its Showtime, Jan was not one of the strong contenders in the competition. She is one of those aspirants who never made it in the weekly top 10. During week 7 of the competition, when the top 48 aspirants were determined, and Jan was of course one of them, but 2 weeks before the first general elections, a plot twist happens. There was a secret audition that later on formed a new set of aspirants whose main goal is to snatch the slots from the bottom 7 aspirants. And unfortunately, Jan was one of them, one of the bottom 7. And of course, the sudden appearance of the challengers earned backlash from the supporters of the top 48. That is because they wanted all the top 48 to keep their slots and eventually become official MNL48 first generation members. And since the challengers were introduced like villains, they received so much hatred from the supporters of the top 48. The following week after, when the bottom 7 and the challenger 7 finally met in a face-off dance battle, the bottom 7 wins and eventually keeping a secured slot in the top 48. More than the challenger 7, there were 20 more challenger aspirants, and some of them eventually became official MNL48 members. On MNL48 first general elections, Jan landed at rank 24 and was eventually promoted to MNL48 Team M2. Being a member belonging to the lower ranks, Jan didn't receive much exposure during the Ay Takata Gustong Makita era. According to some fans, Ay Takata Gustong Makita era was considered to be a Senbatsu-centric era. That means if you are not part of the Senbatsu, it's gonna feel like you're not part of the group at all. The only exposure that girls from the lower ranks get is on the online shows that MNL48 used to have, like for instance, MN Life, MN Lab, and MNL48 iSchool, and of course, that angered some fans. The emergence of Jan as one of MNL48's noticeable member began in the second single era, Pag-Ibig Fortune Cookie. That was because for the first time, Jan became part of the Senbatsu for the second single. And to add, some fans consider the Pag-Ibig Fortune Cookie era, simply known as the PFC era, as the best era for MNL48. Just as any other member that has become a Senbatsu member of a single, it played a pivotal role in Jan's idol journey, and her inclusion in the second single Senbatsu gave her enough exposure, making her visible enough for the fans to notice. And then MNL48 second general election came, and Jan landed at rank number 11, making Jan part of the fourth single Senbatsu, Ikaw Ang Melody. Jan's inclusion in the second single Pag-Ibig Fortune Cookie Senbatsu may have played an important role in the improvement of her ranks. Because of that, Jan may have earned enough new supporters to place her in the ranks that will give her enough exposure. And speaking of exposure, Jan also earned the lead role to an MNL48 online drama, Pranks Not Dead, by winning the most number of diamonds through Kumu live streams. by landing at rank number 11 on the second general elections and winning the lead role in the short drama through winning the most number of diamonds on Kumu livestream shows that Jan earned a significant number of supporters that are willing to spend to help her boost her standing in the group. Because in the 48G idol model, having dedicated supporters that will spend money matters a lot in their idol career. Like for instance, in handshake events, wherein fans buy a bulk of CDs to get the handshake tickets that they will give away to people for a free handshake pass for the member that they are supporting. And of course, same for the one that matters the most for all the idols in the AKB48 group family, and that is ranking high in the Senbatsu Sosenkyo or general elections. And on February 16 of 2020, during MNL48's Valentine's mini live concert, MNL48 made an important announcement, and that was the announcement for MNL48's 6th single Senbatsu, and for the third time, Jan is again included at the upcoming single Senbatsu, which was River. Knowing Jan being a fangirl of AKB48, and it's safe to say that being part of the River Senbatsu matters a lot to her because River is one of AKB48's most iconic single, and also River is one of Jan's favorite AKB48 song. That River was the song that Jan performed when she auditioned for MNL48. And along with the release of the 6th single music video of River comes the River Oshikam campaign, and that was through the Senbatsu members' Kumu live streams, and the top 2 members with the most number of diamonds earned from Kumu live stream will have an exclusive River music video Oshikam, and that was a version of the River music video that focused on one particular member, and the 2 members who earned the exclusive River Oshikam were Abby and Jan. Jan may not yet at the same level of prominence as that of the consistent Kami 7 members, but consistently winning in campaigns such as Kumu live streams that requires fans to spend shows that Jan's growing fan base is a force to reckon with. And before the release of the much-awaited 6th single River came a surprising release of the MNL48 first subunit, Baby Blue, with its first single, Sweet Talking Sugar. Sweet Talking Sugar, back it up on your holder. Baby Blue is comprised of MNL48 members Amy, Colleen, and their leader, Jan. The songs of Baby Blue is relatively different from the main MNL48 unit. If the main MNL48 follows the image and genre of AKB48, Baby Blue, on the other hand, delivers a more Western hip-hop R&B feels. And their first single, Sweet Talking Sugar, sounds like a 90s hip-hop R&B song. And following the release of the 6th single music video River comes the release of Baby Blue's second single. On December 15th of 2020, Baby Blue's second single Negastar was released, and similar to their debut single Sweet Talking Sugar, Negastar delivers a more Western R&B type of music that contributed to the variety of genres that MNL48 has to offer. Negastar is about dealing with negativities coming from your detractors, and that sums up what MNL48 has been going through since it commenced in 2018. They gave shoutouts to the doubters and unlimited bashers, the trolls they have for dinner and haters for lunch. The first public debut of MNL48 subunit Baby Blue was on ABS-CBN's Christmas special, P-Pop Rise. It was a special program for the Philippines' rising Filipino idol groups and growing idol culture. Idol groups featured in the show were the independent group PHP, Star Hunt Management idol groups such as Beanie and Sha Boys that later on debut as BGYO, and of course, Jan's main group MNL48. And on April 21st of 2021, Baby Blue released their third single, Stuck on You, and in the same day of release on music streaming platforms, Baby Blue's Stuck on You trends on Twitter. And on February 20th of 2021, after nearly a year of being delayed, finally, MNL48 third general elections happened. It was held in 3 consecutive weeks and concluded on the 3rd. Before the 3rd week, fans already knew who are those who made it in the Senbatsu, and it's just their ranks that were yet to be announced. and surprisingly, MNL48 Jan made it to rank number 6, making her part of the Kami 7, which is the highest rank she reached so far. And aside from that, Jan has also been chosen to be part of the Senbatsu, performing to the yet upcoming AKB48 Asia Fest 2021 online festival. And that's all I have for you guys in this video, and I hope you learned a lot of things about MNL48 Jan, especially if you are an MNL48 Jan Kamiyoshi. And if you would like to see future contents just like this one, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. And if you stayed till the end of this video, I appreciate your time, and I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy, friends.